You are mine, Sir Kilia. Please, do not resist.
And what if I do?
All men are destined to become my obedient servants. Ha!
Over the years, the Disgaea series has been one known for its excellent gameplay and over-the-top presentation. While each new entry has brought something new to the table, Disgaea overall hasn't made the giant leaps between games you might expect with other series. For Disgaea 5, Nippon Ichi elected to develop it as a PS4 exclusive and forego a cross-gen release. Has the power of the PS4 raised the overall quality, or is Disgaea 5 still the same old game?
Who gives a damn? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. All we've gotta do is super lay the crackdown on everybody!
In Disgaea 5, the evil Emperor Void Dark and his army known as the Lost are on a mission to destroy every netherworld in their path. To put a stop to his evil deeds, a group of netherworld overlords band together and create a rebel army to fight back. You play as the reluctant leader Kilia, whose goal is to exact revenge against Void Dark. As you play through the various worlds, you'll recruit overlords to help build your army. They all have unique personalities, but at the same time are basic anime archetypes. If you've played a Disgaea game before, you can expect the same type of wacky antics from Disgaea 5. For newcomers, try to imagine the silliest anime you've ever seen, and that's about what you can expect from the story. While I appreciate that Disgaea 5 doesn't take itself too seriously to allow for some fun moments, I also would have liked something a bit more compelling. Disgaea 5 has excellent gameplay, and it would have been nice to have an equally excellent story to hook me to the end. While there are some interesting elements like Kilia's mysterious past, the plot isn't something that hasn't been seen before. Disgaea 5's deep strategy RPG gameplay is the real meat of the experience and where you'll likely derive most of your enjoyment. Battles take place on grid-based maps and play out in typical turn-based fashion. The Disgaea series on a whole has been anything but typical, with crazy team-up attacks, lifting at fellow allies, and interesting environmental hazards. The lift mechanic has been fun for some entertaining attacks, but becomes more important than ever in Disgaea 5. Early on, you have the option to recruit a Macho Man Randy Savage wannabe who has the ability to throw allies twice as far as any other character. Using his throwing ability becomes vital as certain levels become much easier to traverse with his help. On the surface, it may not seem immediately obvious what's new in Disgaea 5, but quite a bit has changed on a systems level. Possibly the most notable addition is the display of resistances on the map. It's a subtle addition but allows for a greater degree of strategy when planning out moves. There's also a new revenge system which triggers during battle when fellow allies are damaged. Both of these are great additions to an already excellent combat system and provide clever players with even more options for attack. Your hub area in Disgaea 5 remains largely the same. You'll have shops where you can purchase skills and items, a recruitment NPC where you can add troops to your party, and a lecture hall where you can debate your way into better items and abilities. One notable addition is a grouping system. Before heading into battle, you can assign your party members to a certain group that will grant them special abilities. For example, putting a few members into the capture group will allow them to capture weakened enemies to use in future battles. There's also of course a quest giver for extra rewards, and the famous item world in which you can level your items by completing battles inside the item itself. Gameplay-wise, Disgaea 5 is unquestionably the best in the series. The various systems have been refined to a T to allow more strategic gameplay than ever before. Levels are more cleverly designed, requiring players to more thoughtfully plan out their moves. Thanks to the power of the PS4, Disgaea 5 also runs like a dream. Loading times are almost non-existent and the game has a steady frame rate throughout. Visually, Disgaea 5 hasn't evolved much from the last two entries. Disgaea 5 introduced HD sprites to the series, and most of those same models are nearly indistinguishable from the ones in Disgaea 5. The character portraits during story moments, on the other hand, have seen a nice upgrade. The images are clearly at a higher resolution and accompanied by some nice, if not simple, animations. The voice work is on par for the series, with a number of familiar anime voice actors appearing throughout. Of course, you can always change over to the Japanese voices if that's what you prefer.
You're gonna ignore me? I need love too!
Disgaea is one of the longest running strategy RPG franchises and continues to prove why it belongs among the best in the genre with each new entry. While I personally would have liked Disgaea 5 to take a major leap with huge changes, it's hard to argue against a game that's so good. The wacky story, deep systems, and addicting gameplay will keep you coming back for hours and hours. If you're looking for a great RPG with sound strategy elements, then Disgaea 5 shouldn't be missed.
You guys are pretty good. I'll cut you guys some slack today. We'll meet again.